Today it's all about this stuff, gardener's gold, and I've got a few tips and tricks on how to make the most of your compost. So this is a mound of 29 tonnes of mushroom compost that I sourced last summer from a local company, and actually it was really good value. It came in at just over £600, and that included £100 for the hire of the articulated lorry to bring it here. This is going to be the main compost that goes across the market farm beds, but of course you want to be making your own compost as well, not only to cut down on costs, but to do all that recycling goodness. So today we need to get some compost bays in place. So pallets are a great material for the homestead, and though lots of people sell them, you can normally pick up these things fairly easy. Ask friends when you're driving around if you notice skips. You can often pick them up from there. Ask, of course. And obviously if you're having deliveries of any hard landscaping stuff, often they'll come on a pallet. And pallets can be used to make many things. It's quite good wood. You can build fences, chicken coops, all sorts. But today, we're going to be making some compost bays. Now, if you've ever composted at home, then you've probably come across compost bins. And here in the UK, they're very common. They're like a plastic bell-shaped compost bin. And I don't know whether you've got similar things in other parts of the world. Now, they are great if you're just composting garden scraps, kitchen scraps. Kitchen scraps are small. You can throw them in the top, they'll break down, and eventually you have lovely compost. They're a lot more difficult to use if you're actually gardening with them, because you've got lots of stuff going in, lots of big stuff, and that can actually block or get stuck halfway down. The other problem with those compost bins is often what they do, they don't have a bottom, they just sit on the ground, they have a top that lifts off and a hole in the front. When it comes to emptying it, it's an absolute nightmare because most spades don't fit through that tiny little hole. Often they're shoved in kind of a corner of the garden, which is not that accessible to get in with a shovel. And in my experience, I've just ended up having to take the entire bell off, spread the compost out, and then start over, which isn't ideal. So today we're going to make some compost bays, which I think if you've got the space, is far more easy to use. So let's get these pallets moved to site. Now you might be wondering, why on earth did I do it right down here? It's miles away from anything. This is the market garden space and we're right in the corner. And there's several reasons as to why I've chosen to do that. Let me just put this camera down. There we go. So the first I alluded to earlier, often if you've got a smaller garden, the compost heap gets pushed into a corner, maybe under a tree or something, and often that doesn't work because the two things compost really needs to work is moisture and heat. So often when it's shoved under a tree, and I've done this many times myself because it's the obvious place to put a compost heap out of the way, but the tree sucks the moisture out, no rain comes down, and so you get a very dry compost which never breaks down. So all the gardening stuff you put in there just dries out and never does anything. So that's one reason why I'm putting it out here. It's going to be sunny, it's going to get the rain on it, I can easily water it if I need to. The other thing is what's going into it. So this is the end of the market garden, and my pure breed chicken runs are going to go here. So I'm going to have my compost bays here, and then backing onto them I'm going to have a manure bay. So and then I can just dig out some of the manure and pop it onto the compost when I need to. So that will make it easier just to put the manure straight over here. The polytunnels are going to be here, and that's where more chickens are going to go, and also the rabbit hutches are going to go down this end. So again, they're going to be in the prime position to put stuff straight onto the compost. The other thing I've thought about is actually what's going onto the compost. If you think about the main market garden, and things you'd be putting in the compost would be sort of leaves and cuttings and things. For the majority of the crops outside in the market garden, you're not going to be throwing leaves on there because kale, lettuce, spinach, you're going to be selling those. And when it comes to selling beets and carrots, actually you want to leave the tops on to show customers that it's a healthy, fresh product. So actually the most of things I'm going to be putting on the compost heap are leaves and things from tomatoes, peppers, aubergines, all of which are going to be in the polytunnel right next to the compost beds. So actually this does make kind of the perfect area to put them. It also has a lot of space around it, so I can extend the bays all along here if I want to, and I can extend into the field if I want to as well. So let's get making them. Guys, just to say thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the video, please hit that thumbs up button and consider subscribing. It helps the channel immensely. And also, once you're done with watching our progress on the compost bins, feel free to check out some of our other farming videos. And guys, it is literally that easy. You want some holes in there because actually you also need air to get into the compost heap. So all those microbes, worms, bacteria can survive and do their thing. Obviously this compost hasn't got going yet, but next winter we'll certainly put some stuff over the top just to keep the heat in. And in the summer, we not only want to make sure it stays moist by putting water on it, and actually watering your compost, and by, again, putting something over the top so it doesn't all evaporate. Bays like this mean it's super easy to come in, fill up, turn over, and then dig out when you need to, rather than trying to fiddle around with tiny little holes and little spades. You can get a whole wheelbarrow in here and tip it, and then when it comes to digging out or turning it over, you've got a lot more room to work with. They also make a really good hideout when they're empty and it's super windy, and you can duck down in them. But I hope this has shown you how easy it is to make some compost bins, and also the start of our setup of our compost making process here on the farm. As I said before, if you like the video, please hit that thumbs up button, but feel free to go and watch some of our other videos where I'm going to carry on putting compost and muck into this bin next door.